Hi everybody, Adrian here. Welcome to this week's same-sex reading. Okay, now of course there has been readings for all the other zodiac like signs. So what you can do is you can look either just at this reading, but maybe for optimum benefit, I would say look at this one, and then also look for the reading for your zodiac sign. Like for this week, it will say past life readings, which really focus sort of on the journey of your soul through all the different lifetimes up until this lifetime. Okay, and how you like the lessons that you learned really, and how that has an impact on your current experience of life. Okay, so go and have a look at those and see what it brings up for you. All right, now I've already cleansed the space. You always see me spraying my little spray, so I've cleansed the space, and choose 1, 2, or 3, and whichever resonates with you, and that is then the reading for you. Remember, this is a general guidance reading, so whatever resonates with you, you take that, and whatever doesn't resonate with you, you just release that with peace and with love. You let it go. Okay. So the focus for this reading itself really is, gay, lesbian, transgender, same-sex, LGBT really. But even if you're not part of the LGBT community and you feel that, you might want to have a look at this and see what's here, you're welcome to, You're more than welcome to. And if you want to, you can follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on Instagram, you can subscribe to my channel. I've got a weekly reading coming out. And yeah, let's be friends. Let's be YouTube friends. Okay. All right. So the timestamps will obviously be down below. So you can choose just 1, 2, or 3, whichever resonates with you. Or you can look at the whole reading and see, whatever you take for you and what's not for you, you'd release it with love. Okay. So number 1. It says, what you want will come back to you. Sorry, what you give. I was saying, what you give will come back to you. All right. So really what you're giving out, the energy that you give out, returning to you, with life being a mirror reflection of, who you are. It says, when in doubt, give, let them have it. Surrender, make peace. When there's no doubt, give, let them have it. Surrender, make peace. And then it's kind of like a question from the universe. Did I make life too easy? P.S. There's no doubt who is number 1 in my book. All right. The next card says Daydream from the Angel Daily cards there. It says you will more easily hear and receive our messages. This is now the angels. If you daydream regularly, kind of let your mind go. Like almost like when you meditate and just let your mind go, kind of giving it free wings to just fly. Relax and open your mind to receiving without directing your thoughts. Just notice any feelings, visions, or ideas as if you were watching a movie. There is the seed of creativity. And then discovering truth. It says you stand in the light of truth. Okay. There's this beautiful thing that somebody said to me a couple of years ago. I remember I was stripping about, I feel that some terrible injustice has been done to me and I didn't have all the answers and I was really going crazy, completely losing my head. And then, it's my best friend said something to me and it changed my life forever. The truth will always come out. The truth can't be suppressed. So whether it takes a day or whether it takes 10 or 20 years, eventually the truth will come out. And the more we just sort of release it, the almost like the controlled need that it must happen now, somehow it just happens. And it sometimes it happens in the most silliest ways you can imagine. Okay. All right. So let's see what we've got for you for a clarifier. I'm going to draw 4 cards for you for clarifiers. So we have got the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Okay. And then we've got the King of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so what you want, you can have. It's within your reach. You know, I feel that you might be thinking a little small there, maybe. Feel that you maybe need some more time. Feel that you maybe need to get some more education, get more experience. Um, you know, not feeling quite up to the task of whatever it may be. Because here I've got, this is what you want. It's the completion, it's the fullness, it's the wholeness. But then there's something kind of holding you back there, almost like a feeling I need to do one more thing. And it's also a beautiful confirmation that it is safe for you at this particular point in time to think even bigger, you know, to sort of give your dreams a sort of wings to fly, and in a sense almost give life the opportunity to surprise you. Okay. And King of Swords there with the Four of Pentacles. So what is it that you really want? Because you can have it. Like really, that's really what it says in a nutshell. Whatever it is that you want right now, you can have it. So do you want it? Because if you do, then you know, it might be time for you to open yourself to more faith, that the universe can provide for you what it is that you need. So even if you don't know how you're going to come about it at this particular point in time, still being open to the simple possibility that it could actually come your way. Okay. Number 2. You needn't worry. You don't need to worry. It says there's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. Okay. Remember, we don't all. I think one of the biggest things that I learned and really changed everything for me in my, studying as a regression hypnosis practitioner, in my study as a NLP practitioner especially, and then doubled up in my study as a numerologist, that what we say and what we intend is not always what the other person gets. So you may be saying this and meaning from the best of intentions, but people don't always get that that's exactly what you mean, that's what you say, that's where you're coming from. Okay? So try to understand that if there is maybe any sort of, contrived circumstances happening in your life. All right. Acceptance, there from the Angel Oracle. It says, see yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. Okay? It's when we open ourselves to the idea that everyone, regardless how they may be appearing at the moment, because there's a lot of fear and there's a lot of, hurt and oppression and those kind of things in the world in general, we don't know how people grow up. But if you can look at them and acknowledge that even if it's not that apparent on the outside, that, somewhere on the inside, there is a beautiful being who just needs love. And when you say just need love, it doesn't mean that you have to sacrifice yourself on behalf of another person, But if you can see that there's something beautiful within another, then it kind of changes things. It's somehow on a subconscious level, people get it, that you're not one of those ones that is completely judging them. And impasse, or impasse, reflect and redirect your energy. So when you kind of get to a point where you feel like you've run yourself into a wall, instead of standing there banging against a wall, saying to yourself, maybe there's a way to get around it, maybe underneath it, maybe I can go over it, instead of going through it. Okay? Getting you some clarifiers there. The Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's like what you really want, you can have it, but it's almost like you're overthinking things and it's time to simplify the plan. being open to a simpler solution. So instead of thinking that, maybe I need to build a whole underground thing, get underneath the wall and this and this and that, and how I'm going to keep the wall up, and you're going to need support, and it's like, maybe I should just climb over the wall. All right. Or maybe I should just wait for a friend to come around to give me a bit of a push out the wall. Simplifying the plan. Maybe I should just take a walk down a mile or so and see, maybe I can go around the wall. All right. Instead of feeling that you have to take the very difficult approach to maybe flattening the wall, maybe it's time to take a bit of a break and take a bit of a breather and ask yourself, what is this wall trying to show me about me in my life? Okay. Queen of Wands and King of Cups there. What are those emotions? Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest there, you're manifesting it by immersing in those emotions truly, deeply, without any sort of prejudice for yourself or for others. Who am I? What is the situation? How do I feel? Am I happy? Am I scared? Am I mad? Am I upset? What am I? All right? I think we try so much to make ourselves right or wrong sometimes. But if you can come from a point where you just say, okay, this is me. What does that picture look like? Okay. Option number 3. Honor thyself. It says, just curious, when was the last time you looked into a mirror and addressed yourself as gorgeous, magnificent, or sublime? It matters. Years looking at you, gorgeous, the universe. And he says, okay, haba kant. Angel oracle there for you. Change in direction. The changes you are experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and to the guidance of the angels. You are protected now and in future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes that you desire. And solitude. In silence, peace prevails. Okay? So sometimes when we stop running around looking for everything, and we just stop a moment and we breathe, everything is there with us, and we realize that it has been there all along. Okay, let's give it a nice little shuffle there. Okay, Knight of Swords and Two of Wands and Two of Swords and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel that it's not so much that you don't want to change your direction. I do actually feel quite it's almost like an earnest sort of motivation to move forward. It's just like almost like emotionally, maybe even morally, you're not sure which is the best road to choose. So maybe if you stop a moment and instead of asking, open yourself to listening to your heart, see what it might have to say. Okay. I always say that I believe that it's a very unique code of GPS coordinates for every single person's greatest potential of life. But you have to become quiet and listen to your heart so that you're able to hear. Okay. Two of Swords. Yeah, not sure which way to turn here. And the Queen of Pentacles is asking you, when you really are honest with yourself, almost like if you're looking from the outside in, what is the choice that's going to make your heart the happiest? Okay. Thank you so much.